I'll give the Warrens that. They just look like seasoned demonologists from 1986, because you gotta dress to impress. Dress the part. Which brings me to the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by Fabletics, because finding the perfect athletic fit can be tough, though Fabletics does have more than just athletic wear. They have a number of clothing options from athletic to casual, anything you need for your day-to-day, with a variety of fits to match your individual body type, with the ever-appreciated practical functionality of internal zip pockets. Never again hear this! Knowing your phone fell out of your pocket, they got everything your body needs while working out, sweating hard, feeling good, or being nostalgic with B-roll footage in which you had two perfectly good working arms. Because like this, the broken ribs are healing up, the busted arm, it will eventually heal. But it's gonna take some time, it's gonna take a lot of work to get back to where I was in working out. But I'm gonna do it. I rock me some Fabletics while doing it. So click the link below and right now you get yourself 80% off site-wide when you sign up to be a VIP member. Summer may be winding down, but things like style, health, and fitness, they never go out of season. And now we reach the last Conjuring movie until the inevitable Conjuring resurgence, but for now, here we are. So The Conjuring Last Rites is the supposed end to the Conjuring movies. The universe, the spin-offs? Probably not, but I guess for the Warrens, the end. This Conjuring movie is directed by Michael Chavez, who's directed the last couple or few. From the director of The Curse of La Llorona, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, The Nun 2, and now Conjuring Last Rites. Make of that what you will. But this is the biggest case for the Warrens yet. This is supposedly the case that made them retire. It's a case that ties back to the beginning of when they started doing it, you know, so you have that full circle bookend thing going on. Once again, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson play the Warrens. They're kind of on autopilot at this point, and not just in Conjuring movies. They're pretty much both veterans of the whole haunted horror movie thing. The biggest case that this movie shows that made them shut it down. Scariest thing of all. A case of family drama. Because that's what we have, that's what this movie is. Saying it vague like that sounds like, yeah, you know, if you're gonna have a haunted house and a family, you want to be attached to the family, so family drama is gonna be in there to make the audience care. No, it's not like that. This is the boring family drama element, because when it's dealing with the family in the haunted house, I'm like, I could stay here, let's see more of them. For some reason, someone was like, but that might be too awesome to see a family get terrorized by a demon. Maybe too familiar because The Conjuring's done that before. No, you know what it hasn't done though, is seen the Warren daughter have a fiance who wants to fit in with the family. And you know, they'll play ping pong and shit. The Conjuring of family bonding is what I paid for. Which becomes more clear to me as I say it out loud. The movie's too packed. There's too much going on. You got the family in the house being terrorized by the demon. You got the Warrens, like the parents, the Warrens we've known from all the Conjuring movies. You got them concerned with the fact that not only is their daughter engaged now, it's a big step, but their daughter's also inherited Lorraine Warren's senses. She sees things. The guy she's engaged to is dealing with that. Also, he wants to be a part of the family. He wants to be accepted. And I know what you're thinking right now, hearing all of that. You're thinking what I thought when I was watching the movie. Where's the family being haunted? Let's just see more of them. To be fair, the positives, I'll throw the positives out. There were some cool Conjuring moments. Conjuring moments you've seen in other haunted house movies, also other Conjuring movies. None of it feels new, really. There is that. They had to do something new. More family drama. That would be more new. Plus some creepy imagery, some tricks with lights, a couple jump scares. Yes, they're in here. But the movie's at its strongest when it's channeling the first Conjuring movie, in which there's this dark corner of a room or a pantry. Something's in there, and we all know it. But you can't see it, and that's what makes it kind of awesome. The daughter also has this rhyme that her mom, Lorraine Warren, told her. You know, she's like, hey, just say this rhyme and it'll calm you down when you start seeing demons and shit. I don't know all the rhymes in the world. It was something about lockets and pockets. But when movies do that, I do run into the thing where it's like, well, you're dealing with demons. Ergo, you're dealing with hell. It's like George Clooney in From Dusk Till Dawn said. If there is a hell, and these things are from it, there's got to be a heaven, Jacob. There's gotta be. I love that Lorraine Warren over here is like, we deal with demons, ergo we deal with hell. That means there must be a heaven, there must be a God. And you were born, stillborn, daughter of mine, but we all prayed, and your life was spared. You were saved. What's that? Lord's Prayer? Ah, come on. I'll teach you a real rhyme. Something about lockets in your pockets. That's the one that'll save you. Just when I watch exorcism movies and something like that happens, it feels like a continuity error. Or at the very least, do a chant worth doing, like Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight and Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie and Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie, Robocop, Terminator, Captain Kirk, Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, and every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. You remember that? What a time to be alive on the internet. Anyhow, after a long, boring family bonding event, we finally get the Warrens to the haunted house, but it's too little too late at that point. You see, when the Warrens show up, you feel like some form of cinematic authority has arrived in the house. You got the Warrens coming in all like, all right, let's have ourselves a look around, let's exercise a bitch. You just feel a little more secure in this house than you probably should. And yes, you do see a couple of moments of when this demon starts messing with the family, and then there's this huge time jump, and they're all just freaked out now. They're just like, this is awful, we need to move. Then the Warrens show up. I would have liked for the movie to trade in some of that Warren family drama nonsense for some more time with the family being haunted and terrorized by the demon, which would have felt more like the Conjuring one. Still has the same Conjuring formula you already know. You know what this movie is before you even go to it. Family being terrorized by spirits. It's not just spirits, something else is going on because that's the formula. Only it's 2 hours and 15 minutes long now. This movie has no right to be 2 hours, 15 minutes long. There is actually a pretty solid hour-and-a-half long movie in this Conjuring Last Rites movie. Only thing, this is a very important thing, that's just not the movie we got. Some dumb decision making cracked me up too. Patrick Wilson's like, get the car, and the young fiance dude's like, I'm on it. He gets in his car, his 1960 something SS Camaro, peels out, just hauls ass, turns his car around, and then just blah, crashes, and I was like, did he park the car across town? Did he have to go run it? No, it was just next door. What's with the peel out, man? Just do a 3-point turn and get next door. It reminded me of Not Another Teen Movie where they're all road trip, high five, and the car just goes next door. Like I said, the movie had a couple of cool Conjuring-ish creepy moments, but it also overcooks it with this scene where this big CGI thing's coming after the fiance, and I was like, wow, that really stands out in the worst way possible. Anyhow, The Conjuring Last Rites, it's wrapping it up, but it's kind of a sad too little too late kind of scenario. Not like they're going out on a high. It's not like it's Seinfeld where they're like, hey, we're ending it now, so we could say that's our legacy. It was indeed time to lay the Conjuring movies to rest. About 8 or so years ago. Looks like the franchise finally caught up with reality. You just leave the movie theater feeling like, I've been here before, I've seen this before, and I will see this a million times again in the future in other haunted house movies that feel just as generic. I'm not gonna remember this one in T-1 day. Yep, already forgot. Or so The Conjuring Last Rites. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite haunted house movie? October's coming up pretty fast. Get that marathon ready. Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you wanna see more, click right here to see more. Still gonna do it.